And people don't realize John Sampson used to
Yes,
donate
very
the
well.
money for the fireworks. It was
Yes.
$10,000
Yeah.
every year. People like Kathy Selvey and Helene Pickett and John Seavey signed personal notes with the bank to finance the early festivals in the hope that they would become
They believed in it.
self-sustaining. They
Yeah,
really
they
believed
believed
in
in
it.
it.
People put themselves out in extraordinary ways for this community.
And that's why, as a mother, I find it a shame that we really don't have anything in this town like it. I mean, we have the concerts and there's a few things here or there, but it was just such a great event, and I just have such vivid, wonderful memories from it. So other mothers and I agreed, and we're trying.
John Seavey was a handful and a mouthful at the same time. He just was robust and energetic. He was the confluence of several people in one. So he had incredible energy, he had incredible wisdom, he was gregarious, he had a way of engaging people. And so then they would agree to do whatever it is he wanted them to do before they even knew it. And many times they didn't have the confidence to do it. And he'd call them early in the morning. All of his mornings started early. He'd call each and every one of his proteges and convince them by the end of the phone call that it was their idea and that they were well equipped to perform the task. And he would help them any way he could.
This is the Georgia Peach program. And then he goes right to the middle. Now, why am I talking to you? This is the reason. And he opens the program of the Georgia Peach Festival, and he says, there's a guy dressed as a peach. How would you like to be our Mr. Peach? And I said, I'd love to. So all 25 years, I did it right from there. I went through 3 different costumes, and I just was, and still now, 27 and a half years later, guys still call me, all grown-up people call me Mr. Peach. Hi, Mr. Peach.
I love John Seavey. I didn't love John Seavey at 5:45 in the morning, and as people I'm sure have talked to you about him, depending on the hour of the morning, I found out later was the hour of, or the list of relevance of what he needed to get done that day. So the first time he called when we had small kids in the house before 6 a.m. and my husband said, "Who is calling the house at this morning?" And I just giggled and I said, "Oh, it's got to be John." And you just answered the phone because you couldn't get away from it. But John got a lot done.
I had to go down to, not I had to, but a whole bunch of us had to go to Boston to the State House, and they asked me to wear my, I didn't really want it, I did, but they said, wear your peach outfit down there, because they had to pass something through the legislator, all right? So they had to go, we had to go in front of a board, and stuff like that. So I came down there, I came, and I came in the bus with the peach outfit on, and I said, okay, good enough. They wanted me to go like that, so I come into the State House. Oh, Jesus. The committee was just, well, I know one thing. These people want this so bad. I said, and then right at the end, I said, they even brought their character with them right here. I said, and right out loud, I go, let's have a peach of a day. That was my little slogan.
The Peach Festival was operating on the grounds of Minnechaug Regional High School, and it was difficult for both the high school and the Peach Festival because the fields had to be prepared for incoming students every September, and the festival was in August, and so there was a conflict. And the town mothers and fathers at the time, Louise Voss and John Seavey and Larry Fountain, and all of the great people who helped make this park possible, knew that we needed a permanent home for the Peach Festival. I had been elected select woman in 1990, and I went into the House of Representatives in 1997, and it fell to me to obtain the special legislation that would require the state to sell the property to the town. And of course, Larry Fountain was our great benefactor, and he gave us $350,000, which enabled the Wilbraham Nature and Cultural Center to buy the land.
I had everything set. Should never have everything set. So I saw her get out of the limo and I thought, oh my God, she's got a dog with her. Now that was nothing I had prepared for. I didn't have dog food. I didn't have a little bowl for me. So anyways, I went over to greet her. It wasn't a dog. It was her hair all rolled up. It tucked in her arm. So that was, oh, how nice to meet you, Crystal. You know, I didn't have to worry about taking care of a dog. And so, you know, there were other events that were part of it, and the Peach Queen Festival was a big part of it. And Patty Diatalevi, who owned Diatalevi Flowers, ran that Peach Queen contest forever, the entire contest, plus getting the girls on the floats and all of their flowers. And that was a huge deal for young women here in town. Young women really wanted to be Peach Queen, and I knew several of the Peach Queens. When my son was in high school here, it was a huge deal for a young woman to be a Peach Queen. It really was. So Patty undertook all of that for many years, pretty much on her own, and it was a great event. That was a great event.
No, we had great memories at the festival. I think the highlight for everyone, not only the volunteers that worked, but for the town, was the fireworks. And the fireworks were a huge event to organize, starting with the first year that I was really involved with doing that stuff, and Grucci saying, okay, you need to meet us at the town line. We can't even drive our truck on the town property, on any town roads without an escort. And I had no idea about that. And the fire department didn't want the fireworks going through town unattended, and that they were only to come here and to be in a secure location. And so all of that stuff was very orchestrated all day long, the day before, the week before, making sure that the fireworks were brought into town safely, set in the ground safely. Nobody could go anywhere near there. It was a big deal, but in the end, it was really fun to watch those go up. And the place, if anybody remembers the days, was wall-to-wall people, and every parking lot around here was packed full of people. So great times doing the fireworks.
It was so cool to see people who didn't even know what peaches really were. All they knew was the supermarket or, you know, the fruit bowl, and never had any idea what it was to actually just bite into a ripe peach. And my father's favorite thing was to hand somebody a peach, whether it be in the orchard or whatever, and not say a thing to them. Oh, you want a bite? Here, go ahead. And it would just all down their shirt, because they would just go take a normal bite like you would a supermarket peach. No idea that it was just going to burst, run down your face and everything, and he loved that. It's kind of rotten.
By 1911, peach orchards had been planted by Eaton, Lyons, Wade, McGuire, Powers, and Lee Rice. Of these, Lee Rice was the largest producer. And it was his quantity of peaches on the market that really established the reputation of Wilbraham for this fruit. Right there, you got it.